With such significant advancements in environmentally friendly transportation, it is not surprising that e-motorcycle design has also improved. What's not to appreciate about low noise, fume-free, and effortless travel? Naturally, the environment will also be grateful. With the wide selection of tiny bikes and kid-sized electric automobiles available, you may introduce your kids to transportation at a young age. Any motorbike can be difficult to choose, and the rise of electric bikes has made things more complicated. But selecting the best electric motorcycles for you doesn't have to be complex. You only need a little background knowledge on the bikes, their strengths and weaknesses. Of course, everyone is unique and has different expectations for their electric motorcycle. Since we researched for you, you may choose among the electric motorcycles with the quickest charge times, the most range, the most power, and the lowest prices this year. We've got it all regarding flair, quickness, and sustainability. Check out our list of the top 10 electric motorcycles for 2023. Before formally disclosing the whole spec sheet for their first electric motorbike, the Triumph TE1 has finished its final testing phase. Triumph only recently announced that its final prototype had cleared the development stage and was now entering the testing phase. Triumph's TE1 electric motorcycle has outperformed forecasts and raised the bar for the industry. Based on live testing and official forecast, it boasts a category-leading 161-kilometer range. Now that you've seen the project, you can see how it prepares the path for Triumph Motorcycle's exciting electric future. As you know, it is an electric motorcycle with a 3.6 second 0-60 miles per hour acceleration time. It is up to 25% lighter than comparable electric motorcycles despite having a 130 kilowatt motor with a peak torque of 109 Newton meters and 175 HP. Final body panels and paint have been added to Triumph's TE1 prototype. You will adore the prototype demonstration since it perfectly embodies Triumph's distinctive design DNA. If you are generally familiar with electric motorcycles, you probably don't need an introduction to a new Ryvid Anthem. Most new electric street bikes are now commuters due to technology constraints on the range and power density, so if you're going to introduce a new product to the market, it had better offer something novel if you want people to pay attention. The simple stainless steel appearance of the Anthem is not merely attractive to the eye. Its engineering is also excellent. It weighs 240 pounds, of which the battery accounts for 60. The complete backbone of the bike weighs 12 pounds less than the chassis, even though it is composed of stainless steel. Now when you ride it, you feel light. The battery pack of the Anthem is detachable for convenient indoor charging, and thanks to its wheels, you won't have to lift its 60 pounds of mass to get to your front door. This 4.3 kilowatt-hour unit is said to charge in 3 hours using a 220 volts outlet or 6 hours using a typical 110 volt socket. An excellent package for what it's worth. Zero DSRX. Zero DSRX has undergone a significant makeover for 2023. The bike has undergone a total redesign as seen by the trellis frame, enormous 17.3 kilowatt-hours battery, and wire-spoked wheels. With an optional power tank, the electric adventure bike from BMW can travel up to 220 miles. Thanks to the bike's 100 horsepower and 166 foot-pounds of torque, you'll feel like you're flying. Pirelli Scorpion Trail-II tires are fitted to cast wheels that make up the frame. A J1772 plug inlet is now a Zero DSRX standard feature. This makes it possible to use level 2 charging stations and charge devices more quickly than a standard home outlet. Because of the ergonomics, you experience sitting inside the bike instead of on top. The new Cypher 3 Plus operating system from Zero is available on the 2023 DSRX. Include a power tank in the cargo area to extend the range of your bike. The disadvantage is that, especially if you choose the 45-pound power tank, you are adding weight to the top of the bike. The experience is in addition to the measure. S2 Del Mar symbolizes urban riding and beyond since it was designed for agility and has spirit. Different right away, yet instantly recognizable. Both Level 1 and Level 2 charging are available. There was no mention of Level 3 DC rapid charging, which means you would have to wait for more specifications, much to the dismay of Jen Dunstan, an electric motorcycle enthusiast for common tread. You'll see that the S2 Del Mar features a street tracker style. The bike has 19-inch cast wheels only available in the Le variant and is outfitted with Dunlop DT1 flat track tires, which are equally capable on paved and dirt tracks. This motorcycle is only available for pre-order if you wish to buy it. It weighs less than 440 pounds, has an urban range of 100 miles and 80 horsepower, and accelerates from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3.5 seconds. You will have to wait for the standard production model of LiveWire because all 100 La units have been claimed. Ducati Moto EV21L. A team made up of Ducati and Ducati Corse created the Moto prototype for the Borgo Panigale. The process used to produce the bike was standard for producing motorcycles. The design and simulation of the electric drivetrain, as well as all project management tasks, were handled by Ducati R&D. You now have access to the battery pack, which weighs 110 kilograms and has an 18 kilowatt-hours capacity with a 20 kilowatt charging port built into the tail. The battery pack's carbon fiber case also features a 3.7 kilogram aluminum monocoque front frame and serves as a strained chassis region. The bike is the lightest you've ever seen. The GP4R RM4 30-36 calipers with a PR1918 radial master cylinder are used on this double disc. The P34 caliper at the back has a single disc that is 220 millimeters in diameter and 5 millimeters thick. An exceptionally advanced and effective liquid cooling system is used to cool the prototype parts. You can now ride confidently. Can-Am Pulse. Due to their dual sport capabilities, the Can-Am Pulse and Zero FX may compete in the same class. Positive indicators of origin include the Rotaxi Power, a new BRP electric power system, a spoked 21-inch front wheel, and others. You will receive a smooth and accurate power from it. This will work best in limited and challenging low-speed scenarios. The new e-Power unit, according to Can-Am, will permit cruising speeds and provide an abundance of power and torque. The design also includes the following: a clutch-free single-speed transmission, a responsive single-sided swing arm, LED illumination. A striking look slightly reminds you of an action figure-built Husqvarna Norden 901. However, it resembles an electric motorcycle, which is more suitable for city transportation. The objective is the recently opened LiveWire Del Mar. The rides you take today are more delightful. BRP mentioned highway speeds during its presentation. Consequently, you anticipate the bike to travel at a rate of at least 75 miles per hour and possibly much more. Light electric motorcycle sales in the US have just begun to grow quickly. You are perhaps having more direct competition from bikes like the Zero FXC. The Can-Am Pulse gets its single-sided swing arm, enormous digital display, and color palette from its stablemate. Despite having everything your electric motorcycle might require, you'll see that the Pulse has thoughtful detailing, not least in the eye-catching headlight design. Thanks to its edgy, sculpted fairings, the big battery pack is integrated into the design more softly and beautifully than some other EVs before. A beauty that runs like a beast. Tromox Ukko S. The 132-member panel chose the Tromox Ukko S from over 11,000 entries from 57. It features a 100% electric design, cutting-edge construction, and excellent performance. The Most uses imported components, while the chip uses microelectronics. The most recent version of the Tromox motorbike intelligence system is called DIM Space 2.0. It offers high accuracy, susceptible transmission, and has more than 30 car body sensing points. The vehicle's surroundings are recorded using WDR technology, which also keeps track of parking conditions. You can easily keep an eye on your path now. The Ukko S is a similarly small bike with 1,855 mm by 800 mm by 1,045 mm in measurements and an inverted front fork and rear monoshock. With a belt drive that guarantees a riding lifespan of more than 2,000 kilometers, you may now ride for however long you like. The inertia collar can be preserved even when exposed to the sun and rain. All three types use identical tires, which measure 100/8014 up front and 127/114 of April 14 in the back. The Pro employs ABS, while the basic and light versions use CBS. The regular and Pro both employ double-side aluminum swing arms. However, the light has a single-sided swing arm, so you don't have to worry about anything. An excellent e-bike to own. Super73 C1X. The Irvine-based Super73 company eventually diversified into the electric motorcycle industry. The Ducati course racing squad served as the inspiration for Super73's unique bike. You are intended to feel encouraged by the seat height. While not cruiser low, the saddle is manageable for a wide spectrum of potential customers at 31 inches above the tarmac. Similar seat height Super73 pedal assist bicycles are available. To keep the C1X low, Super73 switched to 15-inch disc wheels. It has 120/70ths front and 160/60ths rear sporty Bridgestone Battle Axe Scooter SC2 tires. It is stopped using disc brakes with a big disc up front. Where the Super73 C1X is intended to combat is on city freeways. The frame is 4 inches shorter and 3 inches longer than a Honda Grom and a CB300F, respectively. A top speed of over 75 miles per hour is sufficient for most freeways in densely populated places, so that you may enjoy the pace. A fast charger can fully recharge a battery to 80% capacity in about an hour. As development moves along, Super73 promises to keep individuals purchasing reservations informed. Hence, reserve this as your e-bike. Patagonia. Feel alive even in the most isolated, secluded, and extreme location. Please pay attention to the sounds around you. It is a beautiful sensation. There is only your internal compass. There is no map, no goal. A harsh and untamed experience. A reward for the bold, unconventional, and restless. To enable you to ride it with excitement, adventure-ready chassis include an increased height, wider spacing between the axes, long travel suspensions, and a more upright riding position. A detachable 72 volts battery is a feature of Patagonia. Through the top of the tank, it is removed. It weighs 22 kilograms and charges fully from any domestic outlet in 5 hours, allowing you to utilize it. Your riding experience will be improved by the LiveWire app, which Patagonia supports. Compared to its predecessors, it also boasts a wide axis separation and a higher height, long travel suspensions, an upright riding stance, and reliable off-road tires. You get a 100 kilometers range with the Patagonia's 72-volt battery, which is also detachable. The headlight is equipped with a grille and a windshield for further protection, so your bike and you will always stay protected and secure. Maeving RM1. Maeve is a new player in the age of electric vehicles, with over a century of British motorcycle engineering behind it. Based in Coventry, the company counts plenty of former Triumph employees among its staff and assembles its bikes there rather than outsourcing to factories in Asia. The RM1 is the first product made by a brand new company. A button electrically opens both battery casings on a bar, and the batteries are easily lifted. Everything, from the clean welds on the steel frame to the knurled aluminum of the foot pegs, is completed to an incredibly high degree, as you can see. Faster than a 50cc moped, but not quite as fast as a 100cc single-cylinder bike. The top speed of a rider of average stature on board is roughly 45 miles per hour. There is no quick charging, and charging takes about 4 hours. However, a second charger can be purchased if you choose. The RM1 by Maeving is made to make you feel comfortable right away. If you're riding on roads with higher speeds, the absence of an absolute top speed could get tiresome. It feels much lighter on the road than its actual weight, 111 kilograms with one battery installed and roughly 124 kilograms with two. You will find all the product links in the description below. Check them out. E-bikes have taken the world by storm, and in all the good ways, which is why we are delighted to have given you our top 5 best electric motorcycles for 2023. This information helps you in making the right choice. If you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, and kindly share the video with your friends. Thank you for watching.